round for this restarted race. It looks to me as though we're only going to get 15 of the original 20 starters. So a full total of 15 bikes are going to go around then. And it's obviously going to be a front row of the starting grid for Tommy Fielding and Tommy Armand. Off we go. We go straight into the race action. And so there's no need to wait around for any more cause for concern, as Arnie Carr is immediately trying to put himself a little bit further up the rear as the competitors charge their way further forward. Looks to me as though the competition is going to be a tight one again, as both Tommy Fielding and Tim Patterson are up towards the sharp end of this one. Tommy Fielding is in the mix there, so is Tommy Armand, but obviously we've got Arnie Carr and Aaron Robertson trying to make their mark in this one as well. So as the field charges away out through Luna Bend, we've got 8 laps of competition for these racers. Tommy Fielding leads the way, Arnie Carr in second place, Armand in third position, and out the inside that's going to be Arnie Carr taking the lead down on the inside of Tommy Fielding. Fielding's going to have a run up the hill though, up Pentith Climb and down Coward Summit. Will have the opportunity to take back the lead and has done so. So Tommy Fielding back in front of Arnie Carr. Now we're going to see what Aaron Robertson can do to try and haul back in behind Tommy Armand, who is there in third position. So Tommy Armand now trying to get his move done on the inside of Arnie Carr. Has to wait for his opportunity. It's not going to come just yet. But certainly a very close proximity run for all of the contenders at this sharp end of the dais. And so we're going to get to see a little bit more from the contenders on this far part of the course as they complete the end of the first lap. A couple of riders really starting to have a nice, enjoyable battle out there on the course as Arnie Carr gets a run down the Conrod Straight to get past Tommy Fielding and has done so. Leads then on the inside line. Arnie Carr is now going to lose ground again here from Tommy Fielding, who's going to get right up alongside and get parallel, use the power to his extreme. And Tommy Fielding once again takes over the lead of this race from Tommy Armand, Aaron Robertson, Sam Morrison, Tim Patterson, and then Gary Johnson Cleryhugh, all very valued friends and colleagues of mine. The plan to get the continuation of the story, always a very tricky one. You don't know whether you're going to be liked or loathed, but I think it's worth doing. So with the battle raging up front, we've got Tommy Fielding, Arnie Carr diving up the inside to get back on terms with Tommy Armand, and then Aaron Robertson is in the mix there. 6 laps to go. This is about where we were when we had the original red flag incident. But now the contenders are having a rip-roaring race of it, and down on the inside line, Tommy Armand trying to dive in on the inside as Arnie Carr goes wheel to wheel with Tommy Armand behind our race leader Tommy Fielding. Watch for Aaron Robertson as well in 4th position. He'll be wanting to get a move on the inside line. Sam Morrison in P5 in front of Tim Patterson, then Gary Johnson Cleryhugh. Dan Cliff is 8th, and then it is Tom Wise and Harry Swan. Sean Brunning in 11th position in front of Liam Trinder, and then Sid Marshall and Mark and Simon Portas. We've got waved yellow flags into Luna. So somebody appears to have parked their bike at that particular point on the course. Certainly there's some debris on that particular section of the circuit. I can't actually see what it is, but certainly the yellow flags, the waving yellow flags I should say, were out at that particular part of the day. So this has really been a set of races and then a final of pure attrition, as down on the inside line, sweeping through to try and get more buried in the morning. Round to the first corner. Oh, so close for 3rd position between Armand and Robinson. They almost tangled as Tommy Fielding continues to run the cars of Arnie Carr. So now this battle reaching fever pitch once again on lap 4. Tommy Fielding holding on in front of Arnie Carr, Tommy Armand, Aaron Robinson, and there are 4 of them, all in the quest for the victory. All of them are fairly heroic competitors. Side by side again, as Tommy Fielding tries to outwink Arnie Carr. But Arnie Carr is also thinking about days in Hong Kong. So now this duel really is ongoing to the line. As trying to dive in on the inside of Tommy Fielding, Arnie Carr has not quite been able to find that breaking point. Tommy Armand third, Aaron Robinson fourth. Those four riders still in with the fight for the victory here. Fifth place is currently Samuel Morrison, ahead of Tim Patterson, then Gary Johnson, Claire Hugh. Dan Cliff is in 8th position in front of Sean Brunning. And then in 10th place it is Harry Swan. 11th position, Liam Trinder. 12th place, Sid Marshall. 13th and 14th are Mark and Simon Portis. That is all the battle that we will have left in this one. As the riders come through, Tommy Fielding and Arnie Carr. Carr is tightening up on the grip as they go up the main straight on this course. Up the Pentith climb, dropping down to follow in the footsteps of young Albert. So now these three riders very closely matched. Tommy Fielding, Arnie Carr, Tommy Armand. The second these three start squabbling for position, you're going to allow Aaron Robinson and Samuel Morrison and maybe even Tim Patterson to close in and try and steal some of these points paying positions back. So you want to fly under the radar with your displeasure. So it could be very interesting and entertaining to see how things play out. 2 laps to go as Tommy Fielding leads Arnie Carr, Tommy Armand and Aaron Robinson. Certainly for Fielding, Carr and Armand, they've always got a place in our particular pad. Oh, what is the move on the inside line there from Tommy Armand, diving in on Arnie Carr. Excellent work. Lost commentary. Dive on the inside line into the hairpin at Paddock Bend, and that's a move completed. Absolutely astonishing from Tommy Armand on the Arnie Carr. So through they go again, up to so now we go into the final lap of the Minibike 140 weekend here at Three Sisters, and it's going to be these three riders, Tommy Fielding, Arnie Carr and Tommy Armand. And full credit to Tommy Fielding. In the last lap and a half or so, he's decided, I need qualifying laps here. That's how I'm going to get this victory won. As Tommy Armand dives in on Arnie Carr, trying to move into second position in the hope that this last little push is going to give him the chance to do so, because it has. Arnie Carr is now having to recover from Tommy Armand. So they work through to the far side of the course. They're looking for that rain and wet weather experience. It's good, but it's also a very tiring battle right to the end here, as Tommy Fielding has managed to get himself enough of a gap over Arnie Carr and Tommy Armand that it really doesn't matter which one finishes ahead of the other. The victory is going to go the way of Tommy Fielding. He comes off the Luna Bend and charges down the Conrad Straight, and it's victory for Tommy Fielding ahead of Arnie Carr and Tommy Armand. Aaron Robinson will come home in P4 ahead of the recovered Tim Patterson. P4